Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a humble farmer who had a thriving farm. Every week, the farmer would sell a pound of his fresh, creamy butter to the local baker. This exchange had been going on for several weeks, with both the farmer and the baker satisfied with their arrangement. However, one day, the baker started to feel uncertain about the weight of the butter he was receiving. He decided to take matters into his own hands and weigh the butter himself to ensure it was indeed a full pound. To his dismay, the baker discovered that the butter consistently fell short of a pound. This revelation filled him with anger and a sense of being cheated. Driven by his frustration, the baker made the decision to take the farmer to court, seeking justice for what he perceived as dishonesty. The day of the court hearing arrived, and both the farmer and the baker stood before the judge, eager to present their sides of the story. Curious about the weighing process, the judge turned to the farmer and asked how he measured the butter. The farmer, with a tone of honesty and humility, responded, "Your Honor, I am a poor man. I do not own an exact measuring tool, but I do possess a simple scale." Intrigued, the judge inquired further, "Did you use the scale to measure the butter?" The farmer replied, "Your Honor, I have been buying a 1-pound loaf of bread from the baker for a long time, even before he began purchasing butter from me. Whenever the baker brings me a loaf of bread, I place it on my scale and measure out the same weight in butter to give him in return. That way, I ensure fairness in our exchange." The judge pondered the farmer's response and nodded, beginning to understand the situation more clearly. So, if the baker is not receiving a full pound of butter, it also means he is not providing a full pound of bread as he promised, the judge concluded. The courtroom fell silent as the weight of the farmer's words sank in. It was evident that the farmer's method, although not precise, relied on trust and fairness. The baker's accusations of being cheated suddenly seemed unfounded, as it became apparent that he had been receiving exactly what he had been giving. The judge addressed the baker, "In life, the law of reciprocity prevails. You get what you give. If you attempt to deceive others, you will find yourself deceived in return." This farmer's approach may not be conventional, but it is rooted in fairness and trust. It is clear that both parties are receiving and giving equal amounts. The baker, realizing the wisdom in the judge's words, felt a pang of remorse for his hasty actions. He understood that his attempt to seek justice had been misguided, and he had allowed his anger to cloud his judgment. As the court case came to a close, the judge reminded everyone present of a profound truth: you see, in life, the more honest and trustworthy you are, the easier it becomes to place your faith in others. Integrity is a valuable asset that cannot be understated. From that day forward, the baker and the farmer continued their exchange of bread and butter, but with a newfound appreciation for the importance of honesty and integrity. The story of their court case spread throughout the village, serving as a reminder that true fairness stems from the principles we uphold in our everyday interactions. And so, the village learned that if they wish to receive honesty, they must first give it. For in the tapestry of life, the threads of trust and integrity weave a harmonious existence for all. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.